This looks nothing like what they do when they're socially interacting with another. They perform all sorts of odd behaviors, much like we might do in front of a mirror to see what we look like when we do that new dance step. Or
I never thought that a mix between a traditional dungeon crawler and the New York Times crossword puzzle would be such an amazing experience, but here we are, I guess. Cryptmaster wasn't on my radar at all, and I had only heard about it by word of mouth after it had been released, but I'm so glad that I found out about this wonderful experience. Cryptmaster is one of those games that comes out of nowhere and surprises me with just how good it is, which is my favorite type of game to play, but take all of what I say in this video with a grain of salt, because this game appeals to a very specific target audience, and I just so happen to be that audience. So if what I say in this video sounds appealing to you, then I highly recommend you check it out. Now without further ado, let's talk about Cryptmaster. You play as 4 dead heroes who get brought back to life by the Cryptmaster, a mysterious necromancer with a really nice sounding voice. Your 4 heroes can't remember anything, which includes how to talk and fight, which are abilities that you will have to slowly regain by collecting letters which spell out the forgotten abilities. Basically, you play hangman to get your abilities back. You find these letters by solving various word-related puzzles as well as from defeating enemies. Once you've collected enough attack words, you can start battling enemies, which feels very similar to typing of the dead, and has you quickly type the ability you learned in order to defeat foes. This is one of those games that makes me feel smart while I play it, which is good because I'm very stupid. Cryptmaster is a game that focuses on doing one thing, and it nails what it sets out to do. The art style of this game is really stunning looking, and gives off a sort of sketchbook painterly look, which adds a lot to the atmosphere of the game. The atmosphere is also helped by the over-the-top yet mesmerizing vocal performances, especially from the Cryptmaster himself. It's games like this that I love seeing in the indie scene, because it demonstrates an amount of creativity and innovation that you can't really get from the AAA space. I mean, could you imagine describing this game to a board of directors for approval? Solving puzzles and defeating enemies while exploring through vast, dark caverns is oddly relaxing in a way that almost emulates the feeling of a podcast game at times, though the game requires a little more focus than games like Balatro and Vampire Survivors. The only issue that I have with this game has to do with the camera. The game's camera is positioned similarly to old school dungeon crawlers by using the arrow keys to move and look around, which includes the inability to look up or down, which can cause certain annoyances for some sections of the game. But it's not that big of a deal, and you kind of get used to it after a while. In summary, Cryptmaster is a fun little challenge for your brain that's well worth the time and money I put into it. I said this before, but this review is a weirder one for me to write because it's such a niche game that I don't feel like a lot of people will like as much as I did. But hey, I'm not here to agree with what I think the general public thinks. I'm here to give my opinion, and I think Cryptmaster is a wonderful and creative experience. That's all I got for now. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, share with your friends, and hit that bell icon to be notified for whenever I make a new video. The next review should be Twisters, so if you're interested in that, or interested in supporting the channel more, then turn on notifications and check out my other videos. Okay, that's it. Bye.